Hello and welcome to anyone who's watching this video. This is just a quick overview of the Stanley Sweetheart low angle jack number 62. I bought this probably only about a month ago. I did a video on it because when I had it there was a problem with the casting frog not being machined out enough. And I've got a video on how to sort that out. But having used it since then, I'm really impressed with it. I only paid £116 for this, it was on offer on Amazon. I think they're about 130. They can be upwards to about 180 depending on where you get them from. They're not worth that sort of money, but at 130 they're okay. But it's a really nice plane to use. It's a different style of plane. You can't, the handle's upright and quite chunky. You can't rest your finger on the frog as you would with a traditional plane. But it's an entirely different animal, and I just like the way it works. It works absolutely great. With the adjustable mouth, the Norris style adjuster, it all works fine. I know people are a bit dubious about the aluminium screw cap, which does appear to be quite lightweight, but I've got a Veritas number 4 and that has an aluminium screw cap on it. So I don't think that's going to cause any trouble. You don't need to tighten them, they just need to be, don't whack that right down. It just needs to be just snug, and it works fine. That when I started out and I started serving my apprenticeship, these weren't around. You never saw them. Stanley did make one a long time ago, but you never saw any. They were never for sale new since about 1978, I think, since I was buying tools as an apprentice, and you never saw any low angle jack of any description. And there wasn't eBay then or anything like that, so you couldn't find those sort of things. So this is relatively new to me. I bought it out of curiosity because I'd heard a lot about low angle jacks and how good they are and all that sort of thing, and curiosity got the better of me. There are a lot more expensive ones than this, but for the cost, in my opinion, this is outstanding. It's great. What I found it most useful for, it has an A2 blade in it, which is quite hard, and in my work I sometimes have to use veneered plywoods, and like 3/4 ply with a mahogany or oak veneer on it. Sometimes I've got to accurately fit those panels into an opening, and that is absolutely great on the edge of anything like that, where you've got end grain and straight grain. You've got grain going in all directions. I've used nothing better than that. Nothing works easier than that for doing that, and the edge keeps really well. I was doing it with my Stanley 5.5 previously, but you'd be forever sharpening it maybe 10 swipes and the blade would be well rounded over. This one keeps its edge really well, and for end grain stuff and hard edges and stuff like that, it's an absolute cracker. So I'm really pleased with it. I use it at work all the time now, so I'm a late convert to a low angle jack, but there's nothing wrong with that. They weren't around when I was young, but they're a really good tool, and I might suggest that would be a good first jack for somebody, because it's relatively simple design. And if you look at my previous video about what I did to it to get it up and running, that gives tips and hints on getting it right in the first place. But after that, it's been an absolute dream to use. There is a little bit of rough wood on the handle there, but the edges are ground. The edges are smoothed off. They've just been painted, so it was very sharp on the inside edge. And you can see I've just taken you can see it shining. I've just taken a bit of sandpaper and just taken the edge off it so it's not catching anywhere. But I've not flattened it. It is dead flat. I've not touched it at all, other than the issue I had with this frog part here, which wasn't machine deep enough in this area, and these were a little bit too high, so the blade wasn't sitting flat. But once I'd done that, which was a minor job, admittedly you shouldn't need to do it on a new plane, but it was a minor job. Since then it's been absolutely spot on, and I have no hesitation in recommending that to someone. For difficult edges, hard edges, or for a first time jack, it's a good tool for the money. So that's a quick overview of that. I just thought it was worth doing a video just because it does work so well. I think it's worth a mention. Thanks for watching and take care.